All right. I guess we waited long enough, so we'll get started. I think that everybody was celebrating over the week, so was independence, and a lot of people are in Washington. A lot of them stayed over last night, and I was hoping for that to come today. But at any rate, we have a good turnout, a very balanced turnout, which is very positive. And on behalf of the National Albanian American Council and the board, I would like to thank you all for joining us today in the inauguration of the book, Arnautu, by Professor Nimani. Like I said, it's a great turnout, and thank you for coming. The last week we celebrated Kosovo's independence. Wednesday, February 17th, was a day that I treasure, and I know my kids are going to treasure it for all their lives and many generations to come, and I'm pretty sure everyone here feels the same way. It's a day that we waited for a long time. The Albanian community and NAAC worked very hard to make that a reality. As I can remember from my college days to now, our whole efforts was towards making that a reality, and thank God for that. And we are very proud, and the community here should be very proud of that accomplishment. When you look at the struggles that we had and over the years with the community and making Kosovo's independence a reality, I think that we came a long way. I'm very proud of the community for working together in unison, and we're going to try to encourage, and I'm pretty sure that me as the chairman of NAAC always believed in keeping that unison in coherence and working together with the community. Last Sunday, Vatra hosted a flag independence party for Kosovo, and I was talking to Lisa a little bit before, and he did a tremendous job. And it's guys like that are really enhance an event and make it really beautiful. And thank you, Lisa. Also on Wednesday at City Hall, it was an event that Mark was very much involved with, and it was a beautiful event. And every event that you host and help Mark, it also makes a beautiful event. So thank you for that also. And you did a great job on Flag Day for the Albanian independence. So with this spirit, I think that the community, by working together as a community, I think that we could achieve much greater things. And I think that it's very important, and we're going to push for that as long as I'm the chairman and even a board member or a community member. And I always push that to go forward. Today we are here to promote a book by Professor Nimani. Me personally, I read through the book. I have a little trouble reading it. I say it'll take me a day to read it in Albanian, but in any rate, it was a good book. I'm not going to elaborate on the book that much. I'm going to let Viola Berisha. I'm sorry, Benishi.
Albanian artist in the Ottoman Empire. This is an excerpt from the discourse of prominent Albanian scholar Dr. Mojko Mzeqam in the occasion of promoting the book of Professor Nimani. Arnautu, Albanian artist in the Ottoman Empire in the National Historical Museum in Tirana. Dear friends, I have here at hand a package. This package can be opened as a ritual or ceremony and came in the history of humanity because it shows respect. This package can be opened as a mosaic that can be found in archaeological excavations to see what is inside, because in many aspects, this book relates to an archaeological concept associated with the discovery of objects previously, but that are not made known in public. So Professor Nimani is a major personality in contemporary Albanian nation. He is a personality that has mastered these last 30 years, not only as a painter, not only as a professor of art, not only as a man of literature, a translator, a man with exquisite artistic taste, but in particular his publications are truly exemplary in relation to all Albanian publications. I would say even European level relating to culture and undeniable evidence of the Albanian people. mention here the premiere, extraordinary publications of Professor Limani, Onufri and other medieval Albanian painters, which is a first-class album and made a very big impression in Balkan at the time. It was a significant surprise for some scholars, by a kind of jealousy that Albanian medieval painting had a legacy of world class, that made such historical evidence exist, as Albanian medieval fresco and iconographic painting. I can say that the book on Onufri was a book that has made popularization of Albanian iconographic painting much more than all other books. Another first-class book of Professor Limani was Albanian Legends in Maps and Emblems, that was published in several languages, not only in Albanian, but also in English and German. And it was the book that far ahead that in 1999, when Kosovo made the premiere of its freedom. So it was an oracular book, but the most extraordinary book of Professor Limani is this book in my hands. So I want to do the ritual of opening the book, uncovering of art's national memory. It is in this book titled Agnoet, Albanian Artist in the Ottoman Empire, a deluxe edition. It may be a world-class publication and certainly the most completed publication of fine arts and Albanian culture generally in this form. The book has a story to which I have a knowledge a little bit intimate. There are several years that Professor Limani did with research. He was able to examine not only the history of Albanian artists in the Ottoman Empire, but he begins his research in periods, I would say from antiquity until today. This book, which has a layout and an absolute cleanliness and an extraordinary typography because Professor Limani is a designer, is a master of design. And he was able to work almost word on word, centimeter on centimeter, and if not to say millimeter on millimeter, this artistic masterpiece that we have today here. This is a book that may represent Albanian nation in the form of gifts that can make in Albania and Kosovo the President of the Republic, Prime Minister, Minister of Culture, Minister of Foreign Affairs, to show something that unfortunately is still blind to what is called uninformed European liberal public. So from that standpoint, the book has exceeded its multiple values that closes itself so tried to present itself. This book is therefore, as I said, the fruit of multi-year research. Professor Limani is one of those people who have traveled to many continents. For not saying that he had also particular specialization in Japan and around the world. In particular, he has visited Istanbul, where he was able to penetrate into some things that are almost flooded, such as old illustrated manuscripts of the Ottoman Empire. We, for good luck, have two genius icon painters in Albania. We have icons of Onufri, and in particular, the most known Albanian iconographic artist of all time, which is Konstantin Shvatarapi. But Albanian miniature artists in the Ottoman Empire are something else. Our revelation of a book that has several chapters, and I do not want to get attention because I want to let the desire of curiosity, and I should say the request to each of you. This book relates with Albanian artists in the Ottoman Empire and with some general information to give the passport of the Albanian nation. So since antiquity is famous the Gema Augustea, the destruction or loss of Baton Illyrian, Bellum Batonianum, reprising fixed as a defeat, but that can be taken as, I should say, as a prelude of Hemingway, which means that even a dignified defeat can be more important than undeserved victory. We have all published articles on painters of Albanian origin in Italy and other countries, but not in the Ottoman Empire. It seems that here lies the genuine scientific value of this book. Let us not forget that this book targets a whole, not just a book that is made by a multi-year hobby of Professor Limani, but it is a book to conclude in a very serious, with a very high quality, something essential that should be known by all of us. And it seems to me that just here lies the book's most monumental value of Professor Limani. For good luck, this book was conceived precisely for the global era, the era of multiple communications, where the concepts of ethnicities and languages are conventional. However, to make more extensive this communication, the book has three very important summaries for serious scholars, such as in English, French, and German. I believe that this book has awarded the author aesthetically and morally. I believe that this book will prove in all theses that Picasso said that without fine art civilization, there can be no depiction of true and great civilization. At this point of view, once again, I will refer to the thesis of fine